Day 3 breakfast. The picture you saw, that's the place I went to. Got the egg spam, 260. There's a lot of rice. I got the bacon avocado spam. To be honest, I don't know why. Cucumber kimchi from the poke place, the Ono Seafood. And then I got the boat noodles from last night at the Thai restaurant. This was $2.99. I don't think I'm gonna fully eat this one though. Gotta smell, always smell. The smell of the nori is very strong. Let's go. Spam is sweet. It's not too sweet, but I had spam before. I don't remember it being this sweet. You can't really taste the egg. Wait, that's the egg that's sweet. Okay, the spam has a little bit of sweetness to it, but the egg is, for some reason, very sweet. I don't know why. Overall, I think this is like it's alright. Not a big fan of the ratios of spam to rice. It's a nice cheap breakfast. Take it on the go. Like, that sweetness feels a bit uncomfortable. Would I recommend it? Sort of. Come out here, if you never had spam musubi, come out here and try it once. There's other options too. Like for my mom, I got the avocado bacon egg spam. I'm pretty sure that's good. I need to try this one still. This tastes better. I do wish I seared the spam, but this is better. Now I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my boat noodles. Cucumber kimchi, which I'm in between with this. It's good, but also feels a bit too strong. Not something I'm used to. I get bites of like fishiness in there. Like I said, I'm in between.
Video. So me, I kind of already on straw.
Young coconut. It's pretty good. Nice drink. Wish I could scrape in there and get the meat out, see how that tastes.
Coconut water is not so bad, actually.
Whenever I'm recording all these videos, they take up a lot of space. So at some point I had to delete some I had put on TikTok and saved as a draft. I realized I look at my draft and like, oh, it didn't save it. But the ones in my gallery I had already deleted. So here we go. We went to Giovanni's Shrimp Truck, known for its garlic shrimp scampi. My mom got their classic original shrimp scampi, which is a shrimp marinated and stuff. It's pretty much shrimp scampi, like the Italian shrimp scampi. I had it, it was pretty decent. Buttery, I feel like there's a little bit of olive oil in there. Very garlicky, tasted good. Shrimp was plump, had a decent amount of moisture in it. Didn't taste rubbery or on the drier end. What y'all saw was the hot and spicy. I was craving something spicy. It got voted like one of the best hot sauces. I forgot based off what. And I will say a good 7 out of 10. A hot sauce, it reminds me of Louisiana hot sauce from the south of the United States, Georgia and stuff like that, but more elevated. That's how I would describe it. If it was me, and if I don't know if they do add it, but I would add like some more butter to make it better. I kind of want to say more garlic, or maybe it was already garlicky enough. That's going based off what I'm saying now. It works with the shrimp. Here's the thing about Giovanni's Shrimp Truck, because I haven't mentioned the shrimp yet. The shrimp in the shell, bad idea. I'm gonna tell you why they do it and why it's a great idea. When you're frying chicken, notice how there's always a dredge or a batter. That's pretty much to protect the chicken from drying out. That's what the shell and the shrimp does. It protects the juices from inside the flesh or the meat of the shrimp from leaving the flesh of the shrimp and drying out very quickly. Problem is that they have that sauce and then they have the shell on shrimp. While some of that kind of seeps into the shell, this doesn't work. It creates too much work for the person who's eating it because you can't eat the shell with the flesh. It's just texturally, it just doesn't work. It's so hard to chew on. You gotta peel each one, which takes time, and you gotta rub it onto that sauce to coat it and then eat it with the rice. Kind of makes the eating experience slightly less unenjoyable in the end of the day. Sauce tastes great, works well with the shrimp. Sauce is seasoned nice. Shrimp was seasoned nice. Shrimp, at least I know, definitely when frozen, is naturally seasoned through with the salt from the ocean. My shrimp was a little dry. In the Hawaiian mac salad, that like second picture, dressing was very light. Like I needed more dressing or more mayo, just more flavor from it. There's a little bit of lobster in there too. I got bits of that and that tasted good. And with the lemon in there, it even made it much more better. The sauce was slightly spicy off first bite, and as you keep eating, it gets spicier and spicier and spicier, and that was enjoyable. I mean, if you're in Oahu, try it. Now, we were in Waikiki Beach, and we had to drive like a couple of hours to get to that place. I would say the drive is not really worth it. I think it's good for a first try. I'm gonna try another garlic shrimp place that's a lot closer in Waikiki Beach. There's one that starts like with an E that's in the international market that doesn't have the shell on the shrimp. Just because that lemon slice brings some brightness to the dish, and that lemony flavor to go with the spicy pepperiness of the sauce. Go on to the next. I saw this Leonard's Bakery.
Trying to show it on camera. Squirting out. Squirting out the back home.
I'm used to it. It's good though. The macadamia nut. It's a snack.
That bird finna go come steal from you. Look at it. He finna try you. He said, hold up, player. What you doing, cuz?
Cinnamon sugar one's good too. Light and airy. Those masalas I really want to make at home. That chicken jumped to grab a piece of my cinnamon masalas. I had a piece of my cinnamon sugar masalas like slightly elevated above the chicken's head. It literally jumped and snatched it out of my fingers. Good thing I let go in time, or else it would have bit me or scratched me with its beak. Yeah, that was funny. I thought I'd feel a little nice and give them a little bit. Both masalas were great. I like the macadamia nut filling one much better though. Both were light and airy, but had a good amount of texture on the outside. Not a crunch, but a nice crisp. Cinnamon sugar one, perfect ratio of cinnamon to sugar. Taste the cinnamon, you can taste the sugar. And the granules are noticeable. It's on your tongue, your mouth, and even around your lips. But the macadamia nut filling, I actually do like macadamia nut, even though it's super expensive. I do get opportunities to try it in trail mixes and stuff. Roasted and unroasted, it tastes pretty good. It doesn't have a very strong flavor. It's very subtle. I heard some people describe it as having a butteriness to it or a smoothness to it. That's how I would explain the nut filling. It was nice and warm. Saw how I was squeezing it out. From a textural standpoint, it was great and creamy. Not too thick, but not too thin. And it really represents the flavor of a macadamia nut. It's not a heavy hitter. It feels very light in its flavor. It doesn't need to be like, whoa. It's just like, hey, here you go. So on to dinner, which I got the Aloha patty spicy. Dinner. I'm gonna push it together just to see if I can get it. And I didn't get it as soon as they were done, so maybe I missed the melt. There you go. Jalapenos, I think caramelized onions, hamburger, of course, patty melt, and then it's got like American cheese, some other cheeses. My stepdad's staring at me and looking right there. He's just looking all derpy and stuff. Put the other cheeses right here. But first time having a patty melt. $14. Tastes pretty good. I love the pickled jalapenos in there. This is spicy aioli. Tastes like a grilled cheese with a hamburger patty. Except the hamburger patty could be better, but I should have done slightly more research and finding places. Because out here in Oahu, some of the places that are recommended, and a lot of the good places are kind of more lunch-based than they are dinner-based. Also, bacon in there. I didn't even know that there's also bacon in there. This is loaded and very unhealthy. But it's decent. They even browned the cheese a little bit over here. Crispy crust around the sides of that patty melt. I like teared it from the sandwich. It didn't taste like anything. But in order to get that, you have to fry up the cheese. For some reason, that thing didn't really taste like much. I couldn't even specify what cheese it tasted like. I just wanted to say that right now. Well, I say this is the best grilled cheese I've ever had. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna try some places tomorrow, see if I can eat more Hawaiian food. Simon, the Hawaiian ramen. Just lately, I just haven't been getting any wow moments by the food outside of the masaltas. One thing I am surprised by, I mean, it looks greasy, but it doesn't taste greasy. So it just feels like there's not enough butter. I don't know. Something feels off. It doesn't feel like there's not enough butter. See you guys. I would say the price is worth it. And yes, it'd be good for a first try. I wouldn't eat it again. It is oily. I took a bite and like I had a good amount of grease on my hand. That's day 4 done. Day 3 or day 4. I don't remember.